Good evening, one meteorologist Aaron Thompson here on Wednesday, December 2nd, 2009, and it is time for the daily discussion of the weather. Tonight, rain and snow with a half inch or less of accumulation, low about 34. Now going in, this was the storm that I talked to you about last week, the last time I talked about that big potential snowstorm. Now, 2 days ago on the radar, or the maps, it showed a big snowstorm. But of course, going into Monday's afternoon's discussion from the National Weather Service, they noticed that the cold front that was supposed to come through obviously isn't going to come through at the right time for this precipitation to change over to snow. So that's why we're only expecting a half inch or less of accumulation. But tonight's low is going to be 34. Now tomorrow, snow in the morning with a high of 40, but temperatures will be falling. In a west wind, and I'll get to the interesting part with this west wind here in a second, but a west wind will be developing in the afternoon tomorrow. It'll become very gusty. West wind at about 15 to 20 miles per hour with gust up to 30. Now here's the interesting part with this west wind. For tomorrow night, we are going to be dealing with something called lake effect snow. And what lake effect snow is moisture picked up by the Great Lakes and transferred as some type of precipitation over land. And when it's below, obviously, 32, it supports as snow. Now you can have lake effect rain showers as well, but it just normally doesn't happen that way because you need the warmer lake temperatures versus the colder air temperatures. So you normally don't see that combination. So we are going to experience lake effect snow tomorrow. And we could see some accumulating snow from this lake effect snow. Now I'm going to give you an example of what a lake effect snow band looks like. You know how in the winter time when all of a sudden it's just a big burst of snow and then all of a sudden it's sunny again? Well, that's a lake effect snow shower. Now we're going to be seeing lake effect snow bands. So that would be a more persistent snow like you would see in a snowstorm, basically. Now the range of where you could see accumulating lake effect snow would be from I-94, I'm sure most of us know what I-94 is, and I-69. Now that's an interstate, it goes through Flint, and it also goes through Lansing. So that's some geography for you for tonight. So that's where the range of accumulating snow is going to be because of the west winds. And that also means cold air has to be in effect. And throughout the week, I mean the whole entire, looking as the next 10 days, we are going to see some cold air in our area. And the forecast models that predicted the weather for a longer time showed that November was going to be above average temperatures, and we were 2.7 degrees above average in November. And thankfully now in December we are going to be below average because of a deep trough is now dug in. And I took a look at Elliot Abrams off of AccuWeather.com, showed a nice large dome, is what we like to call it, of cold Canadian air that's potentially going to be around here for a while. So hopefully we can also, in the longer range here, the deeper longer range, the models continue to show some storms in the long range that obviously with the temperatures where they're at will support snow. So we'll obviously be back here tomorrow talking about more of the lake effect situation. So I hope you guys have a great evening. For that, I am meteorologist Aaron Thompson. Thank you.